Alright, I'm gonna give you going some game today. Alright, I'm gonna tell you how to run it up, how I read the slot machines, alright? This is how you run it up and read the slot machines, alright? This is the methods to do this, how I do it, alright? Gambling Goons Casino method. So the first way I run this, the first way is you gotta play the same shit over and over again. You see all this shit right here? I play all this shit over and over and over again. You gotta play all this shit over and over again. This whole bank of machines, I play all this shit over and over and over again. They're all the same games. So I only play the same games over and over and over again. If you play the same games over and over and over again, you can kind of learn the rhythm of the game. So that's the first thing you gotta do, is learn the rhythm of the machine by playing the same games. So I pick about 15 games, you know, a dozen games, and I play the same ones over and over again. So the next way you can really run it up and read the game, what I do is I pay attention to what the icons are doing, the algorithms of the game, what they're doing. I want frequent hits. If a game is doing frequent hits, like it's paying back something, like rather quickly, like every other spin it's paying back something, or every couple of spins, 3 spins, 4 spins, it's paying back something, 1 spin. And if it's frequent like that, I'm looking for something like that. If it's doing stuff like that, then I'll tend to bet a little bit bigger in hopes of, you know, it hitting for something bigger on a bigger bet, because I'm seeing frequent playback. So the playback is frequent. So I'm gonna continue with this game when I see frequent playback and bet a little bit bigger. Or keep my bets the same, consistent, but just stick with it because I see frequent playback. It's not going cold where you just spin a lot and it doesn't do shit. And so I look for games like that. If I put like 100 in or 200 in and it doesn't really hit and I don't see no frequent playback, I'll get off the machine, leave it alone. And so I'm looking for games with frequent playback. But you won't know until you put the money in and start spinning it. So that's the next way I'll run it up, all right? The next thing I do to run it up is just like the frequent playback, you gotta really like try to get into the bonus rounds. So I'll try to see how much times the bonus rounds icons are popping up. If they're popping up a lot, but they're not connecting, then I might stick with the game a little bit, because I feel like the bonus will pop up because I keep seeing the little icons of bonus, but they're not connecting quite yet. So I'll stick with it a little bit because I keep seeing the bonus icons. And usually, sure enough, the bonus does come. It does come if I keep seeing the little icons, sure enough, more often than not, all right? But if I'm playing a game and I don't see no bonus icons, then I would probably just assume it's not gonna make no bonus no time soon. So I kind of would might just leave that game alone, all right? That's the next way I'll do to run it up. Pay attention to how much the bonus pops up. And the next way I'll run it up is I bet bigger when I start winning. So if the slot machine is winning and it's going up, like let's say I put in 100 and it's going up, and I got 200 or 300 or 400 or 500, it's going up, now I'll bet bigger. So now I'll start throwing like 20s and 30s, 40s, stuff like that. I'll just bet a little bit bigger because the game's going up. And because it's paying back frequent with the small hits, it might hit a jackpot on a bigger bet and that'll pay more money. And then on top of that, it's like, even if it loses and it doesn't pay nothing, well, it's like, I didn't really lose nothing. I mean, yeah, you won't lose more money because it's not hitting and it's a bigger bet, but still, it's like, it went up. So I made money and the game went up. So that's why I started betting bigger. that's kind of what I did tonight when I took a jackpot. The game was paying back frequently, so I just bet bigger, and I hit on the first bigger bet of 20. You know, so that's the next thing I do to really run it up and hit jackpots. And the next thing I do too to win jackpots and read the machine is I look for near misses. Near misses are when it's like on a big jackpot, like, oh shit, if this hits, it's about to pay a lot, big jackpot. So if it does those where it's like it's about to hit big, but it doesn't, that's called a near miss. So if it does a lot of frequent near misses, like it's about to hit a big jackpot, but it doesn't hit it, near misses it, I'll keep playing it. Because what's gonna happen is eventually it's gonna hit. It won't near miss. It's just gonna land and connect. So I just tell myself, oh, the next one, the next one, the next one. And then sure enough, more often than not, the next one does hit, you know? So you never really can tell. Straight like that. Sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes you lose, but that's the whole nature of the game. Like there is no such thing as a foolproof like way to win with this shit. There's no foolproof way. It's just you kind of do what works for you and you stick with that consistently and just make sure it's consistently working. And don't try no new shit until what you're doing is already consistently working. Okay, that's the next way I use to hit jackpots. I just use the things that are consistently working. And that's it. Even if they're not working, like I just went on a losing streak, right? But I just broke the losing streak. But I didn't stop doing what I was already doing. It just be a part of the game. You take losing streaks because I already know what I be doing. It usually works consistently. But sometimes you take losing streaks along the way. But hey, I bounce back. So you got to know that you can bounce back too. That's the next thing I do to win jackpots consistently. Because even when I take losses, I still keep doing the same thing I'm doing because I know that I'll bounce back because I know how the game performs. So that's why you need to use all these methods all rolled up into one that I'm giving you. I use all these methods rolled up into one, and then that's the reason why I hit jackpots consistently. So after you do this for a while, you'll really run it up and hit a lot of jackpots. And the next way to really hit jackpots a lot is you got to put in your 40 hours a week. Treat it like a job and they'll pay you like a job, all right? So with that being said, on my goals, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that. Casino Method. Diamond player. We in effect tonight. Gambler goals, what up? One love. Good luck.